video, I really want to talk about the application process for VIPKID. I have a lot of people asking me questions about it, so I figured I would make a video, and that way, instead of having to repeat myself over and over, I can just send you the video and say, here you go, here's all the information. So that's what I'm doing to make it easier for everybody across the board. Okay, so when you want to apply for VIPKID, if you go on to VIPKID.com, you can sign on right through there. If you want me to help you along through the process, then I could send you a link and then you can go through that link. So it's really either one you want to do. Or maybe someone else, as another teacher, has already sent you a link and then you just follow their link. When you go to their link, you're going to have a web page and it will ask you for basic information. It will offer you to sign up using Facebook or your Google email, and you can do that, and it just helps you with your basic information process. So there is like 4 different sections. It's like a little timeline at the top when you apply. It's going to ask basic info. And so it's just going to be like your name, your date, your address, where you live, things like that. It has to be basic info. VIPKID is just like any other job that you'd apply for online. So it's going to ask you the things that you would apply for any job out there. So in the basic info section, they also do ask for your level of education and experience. And so I want to make it clear, I guess, that in this section, even though VIPKID only requires 1 year of an experience in some kind of teaching setting, whether that be like religious education or teaching formally, or maybe you're a coach or a tutor or a babysitter or something like that, you really shouldn't just put that 1 year. If you have like 7 years experience, put that you have 7 years experience, because when it comes to deciding how much they're going to pay you per class, they're going to take these things into consideration, as well as your education. So you have to have at least a bachelor's degree in order to do this. It can be in any field, but you do have to have a bachelor's degree. But if you have a master's degree, then write that you have a master's degree, because the more education, the better. So I just wanted to make that clear, that when you are signing up, put in all of the information that is going to help benefit you for a pay-wise in the end. Okay. So after you fill in all that, it's going to prompt you to schedule your demo lesson. So there's 2 ways that you can do this. They have a live 10-minute with a person, or you could do a recorded 10-minute demo on your own. For me personally, I did the recorded demo. I feel like I would be way too, I don't know, I don't want to say giddy, but I would be way too silly if I had to do it with a person right away. I like the fact that I could record myself and kind of have that moment where I'm just talking to myself. It felt better for me. Some people I know want to have the live with another person. There's benefits to both. I mean, doing it with a person live, you get to kind of have that like time in the beginning or the end to get some immediate feedback. So that's always great. Whereas my recorded, I just had to submit my recording and then just wait it out until I heard back from them. The wait time is not usually too long. I think mine was only a couple of hours, maybe even the next morning, just based on our time differences. I'm in Eastern Standard Time, so for me, I'm pretty much exactly 12 hours difference than Beijing, China, and that's where most of like the students and everything are. Like that's their time frame. But with just a side note, with daylight savings time, it ends up being a little bit different, obviously, because we move back and ahead and all that jazz. But anyways, the time frames are usually pretty fast of hearing back from them. So you really decide like what kind of demo lesson you want. Now, I've heard that if you don't select your demo lesson right away and maybe you wait like 2 or 3 days, they'll email you and prompt you to do an interview express, where it's a 3-minute lesson that you just quickly, I think they just want to see who you are and like what kind of skills you have, but it's only a 3-minute thing, so it's really fast. It depends if that's like way less scary for you. You can do that. For me, I feel like I would be rushed, but it really depends on who you are as a person in order to make the decision on what's best for you. So that could be an option if you do all your basic info and then wait for that email for the interview express. It will take a couple of days longer, but if that's something you're interested in, then wait the couple of days until you get that interview express email, and then you can do it that way. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. With the interview express, it tells me that there's about 2 slides that you are going to like introduce to them and teach. Let's see. The next session. So after you do your demo lesson and you pass, let me just be clear here that really, once you're at this step, there's no like failing. You can take the demo lesson and the mock class over and over again until you pass. They want you to be successful. So say you did your whole demo lesson and then you get feedback and it says that you didn't pass. They're going to give you feedback so you can work on those things and record or have schedule another interview with somebody to build on those skills and work towards this skill. So it's not, take it as good criticism, like, hey, I didn't get it right this time, but I'll go back again and get it right the next time. It's totally fine. Like, it's a good thing, and you can just keep doing it and doing it until you pass. They're pretty good about that. um let's see. So after, say you pass your demo lesson, they're going to have you teach a mock lesson like I talked about. Again, it's like 10 slides, and you go through and you're showing them your teaching skills and how you would present a lesson to the student based on all these different things that they talk about. One of the things they talk about is TPR, which is total physical response. So they want to make sure that you are using your hands and you're interactive with the student, and that you can really display and give them the feedback and the interaction that they need to hear and understand you. So for an example, let me see if I have, okay, good. I always talk about in my other videos that a ball is one of my main props to have because you can really do anything with it. So in the lesson, they may be like, you want to introduce a ball. It will have a slide with a ball, with a kid maybe, and they want you to teach the kid ball. Okay, so that's where you can have a prop or draw it on a whiteboard, and then you can introduce it to them. And they want you to use your hands and be like, ball. Okay, so I'm going to make another video on how to pass that demo lesson and what exactly they're looking for in order to help you pass that process. Excuse me. Okay, so after you do the basic info and then you do your demo lesson, then it's going to come certification. With the certification task, they want you to now, you're going to add a picture of your driver's license and you're going to add a picture of your education, so like your degree. And this is just for them to prove that you do have the qualifications that they're looking for in order to teach ESL classes online with VIPKID. So you just want to make sure that put your highest level of education there. So if you have a master's degree, like, you want to take a picture of that degree. If you don't have it yet, then just take a picture of your bachelor's degree until you get your master's, and then you can upload that one. That's my process. I literally started VIPKID, like, I had already graduated, but I was waiting for my diploma in the mail, and I didn't want to wait for VIPKID, so I applied. And then I kind of wish I waited, because who knows if I would have got more money having my master's degree on there. But it's okay. I went and uploaded my master's degree after. Okay, and then this is a little off topic, but after 2 contracts, once it's your 3rd contract, you can be up for a raise. So that's always good news. So I'm almost on that point. Okay, so after your certification, all those things go through. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to go ahead and review all of your paperwork. It might take a couple of days. Some people I've heard here in 24 hours. So it really kind of just depends on how quickly they're getting through things. I would say that the whole interview process and uploading everything takes about 2 weeks to do everything. So it's not that bad. And then you're going to be prompted to sign your contract. It's pretty long, so you want to read through it. Make sure you understand everything that they're telling you. You're an independent contractor, meaning they're not going to take the taxes out for you. You have to be responsible for that. I've heard a lot of people say that they take about 15% out of their paycheck every week to make up for the taxes in the end, so that when you file taxes, you'll have, what it cost you. They do send you a tax form that you can bring and get your taxes done that way, so you know how much you made and how much taxes need to come out of that. So once you sign your contract, then they're going to let you go ahead on your bookings tab, and you're going to be able to select all the slots that you're available, and then you wait for your first booking. It's so super exciting. I'm so excited for you. If this is the process you have started, or you're ready to start, or you want to take, I'm so excited for you. I feel like I don't want anyone to get discouraged with this process, because it is so worth it in the end. Once you get there and you start teaching, it's absolutely amazing. And again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you don't already have a teacher's link, you can ask me for mine. I would love to help you with this journey. I really feel so passionate about this, and I would love to help anybody that's interested in this process. So I will leave my links below, or you can reach out to me on social media and ask me any questions that you have in the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting, and happy teaching.